Episode 6 of Divorced Single Season 6 will air soon, and this time they will reveal the participants' occupations. Based on rumors, here's all the information gathered so far about the cast. We can compare and see how accurate netizens are once the new episode premieres. Song Seo is rumored to be a doctor. Chang Hyun is a former MBC broadcaster. Boomin is a part-time nurse. Heeyoung is with a dancing company, rumored to have 2 kids, and Jihan is said to be working for a real estate investment trust company. When the show first aired, an alleged co-worker of Jihan's claimed that no one at work knew she was ever married, and that she always had a boyfriend. They said, in her field as a woman, you have to be very strong. Apparently, she is a very strong woman, known to have a bright personality and very popular at work, but also gets angry easily, allegedly. LOL. Jong is said to be a Pilates instructor with 2 children, born in 1984, which makes her either 39 or 40 years old. Some people have speculated that she isn't on the show to find real love but for exposure, considering how she had to retire from her girl group in 2006. It was reported that she had a car accident, which reduced her activities, and she eventually retired, though she was still acting at the time. She completely stopped her entertainment career in 2008 after getting married. Personally, I really like Jongmyoung's energy. She seems genuine, like she's truly there to find love. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Boomin recognized her, although so far, he hasn't acted like he did. I just love them both together and I hope they can make it work. I've got nothing on Heeyoung, or Bangwoo yet, but we all know Jin Young's job as a show host. So what are your guesses about the love lines on the show so far? In episode 5, Chang Hyun had a double date with Ji-an and Jin Young. It was honestly the most stressful date I've ever watched. I was so frustrated with that scene that I won't even bother explaining further. I think you'll understand if you watch it. Anyways, during that date, Chang Hyun told the ladies that his night date choice was between the both of them. He told Ji-an that he already feels sorry about the person that'll be left at home. He tried dropping hints to Jin Young as well, but she was so blinded by her fast attraction for this man that she couldn't read between the lines. She must have felt really confident in their connection as she kept smiling and cracking jokes when he was dropping those hints. I interpreted this as her imagining Ji-an was just dreaming for choosing Chang Hyun, until she became the dreamer when she ended up staying back at home while Chang Hyun chose Ji-an as his date. Meanwhile, Heeyoung also chose Ji-an. Imagine my shock, guys. If you watched my first prediction video, I literally said Heeyoung had no reason to choose Ji-an, so I was convinced that date was with Jin Young, but after watching episode 4, I understood why he did what he did. Jin Young rejected his offer to go in the caravan for a chat, and he also saw Chang Hyun taking care of her in the morning, making her breakfast and all. Seriously, I think Jin Young made everything too easy for Chang Hyun. She should have allowed others to approach her, but she kept drawing lines and she kept putting up walls, trying to prove to him that there was no other competition. If Chang Hyun had been on his toes from the start, I believe he would have been more eager to get her. He wouldn't have been distracted so easily, changing his mind even with the job reveal. He already had a clue what her job was, so I'm still shocked that he was surprised. I just don't buy it that his major reason for change was because of Jin Young's occupation. But who knows? We miss a lot of things in the edits. He's a smart man and might have noticed things about Jihan that we couldn't pick up on just by watching. Now, I understand Heeyoung's confusion when he said the biggest twist was Chang Hyun. He gave up on Jin Young because he thought both Chang Hyun and Jin Young were already solid, only to find out he overlapped again with Chang Hyun when he changed his choice to go with Jihan for the night date, and Chang Hyun also did the same. Note that Heeyoung had always known Chang Hyun's mind, but Chang Hyun never really had a clue about Heeyoung's until he stepped in that car. My guess is that Chang Hyun might think Jian was Heeyoung's first choice and may want to work even harder now to get Jihan's full attention away from Heeyoung. meaning he might value her more than Heeyoung because of the competition. During the date, Heeyoung and Jihan expressed they were comfortable with each other. Heeyoung finds her comfortable like a friend. I noticed he also said the same thing to Bangul during their makgeolli making date, where they joked around a lot, with Bangul even telling him to relax by spreading his legs and a bunch of other playful banter. When he asked her which date she preferred between the rock climbing date and the one they were having, she responded that this was 100 times much better. This seriously made me worry that my guy Seong might not find love on this show. He needs to step it up on his 2-in-1 date with her and Heeyoung. Bangul and Heeyoung flowed really well during their date, although she expressed that she likes someone who is comfortable like a friend, someone who she can express her true self to. Even though this matches well with Heeyoung, I don't think their dynamic will develop into a romantic-type relationship, because Heeyoung already made it clear, he saw her as a friend. So when he said to Jihan that he felt comfortable with her, I believe he started seeing her more as a friend too during that date. I also noticed Jian's body language when she and Heeyoung were left alone at the table. She mentioned she was surprised he didn't go for Bangul, but Heeyoung said he wanted a chance to have a one-on-one with her. Jian then quickly scanned the room, almost whispering like she might get caught cheating lol. She responded that they could still talk more, and I was like, wow, this lady is smart. She's definitely keeping her options open, regardless of how Chonghyun feels hahaha. But honestly, I don't see that happening because Heeyoung looked ready to leap up with joy at this new development. I think Changhyun's presence during this date will place Heeyoung on a reset if he can get past Jinyoung's rejection from the previous episode. Now that he knows Changhyun's mind isn't set on only Jinyoung, his chances with her has now improved. He knows Jinyoung is bound to be hurt by Changhyun's choice, and if I were Heeyoung, now would be the perfect time to make a move. He needs to go for it fully, and I'm all for that. Jinyoung cried because she wasn't chosen, and I think that's because she felt blindsided. Jong was also upset and angry because she felt betrayed by Boomin's decision. Funny thing is that Jong was on cloud 9 after her daytime date with Boomin. She was so happy, she even told Heeyoung she was planning to pack Boomin a lunch box the next day. She brought a new lunchbox, folks. She was opening the plastic wrap on it when she said, she will take care of him like a mother taking care of a child, and that she was going to have fun doing it. In her excited state, she wore a scandalous top that can make any man's head go gaga lol, and said she would finish Boomin off with it. That was supposed to be the finish-off date, but my guy Boomin chose to go on a date with Heeyoung. This was all because he misunderstood Jong after the information disclosure room. During his date with Heeyoung, he was clearly uneasy, he couldn't sit still and was continuously sighing. He honestly confessed to Heeyoung that he was trying to be considerate of Jongmyung's feelings. He thought Jongmyung and Heeyoung were starting to like each other, so he decided to step back to avoid complicating things. But trust Heeyoung to state her truth, she told him straight up he's really messed up. I really admire Heeyoung's personality. She told him, he made a huge mistake by choosing her. That he needed to eat up fast and go explain himself to Jongmyung. I really enjoyed their date though, because even in his disturbed state over his choice, he still had the nerve to ask Heeyoung if she had any romantic feelings for him. When Heeyoung laughed, he looked even more dead serious and asked her, "Oh, are you really into me by any chance?" What the fork, guys, I died with laughter. OMG. Boomin is pure gold. He's just gold in every way. When he got back, he went straight to Jongmyung's dorm and knelt down to apologize and explain. If I tell you I wasn't shocked that he knelt down, I'd be lying. I felt like that was a bit extreme. This might be because of my own cultural perspective, but no, there's no way you'd easily kneel for anyone like that in my culture, be it male or female, but especially from a male to female. It's a big deal. But I get it. He was genuinely sorry, and it worked. She even gave him a quick full bow in return, like it was a full-on bent-back quick bow. That was cute. Boomin explained everything and promised it wouldn't happen again, and they both affirmed their feelings for each other. What's even more interesting is that Boomin said he wouldn't change his mind no matter what other information gets revealed. So now I'm wondering, how will he handle it if it's true that Jong has 2 children, especially if he doesn't have any of his own? I want to believe he'll stick with her, but I guess we'll have to find out. What do you guys think about the dates, love lines, and their rumored occupations? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe.